There's one muscle group that determines whether you move like you're 50 or 80. Most people don't even know it's shutting down. And here's the scary part. It starts happening years before you notice the symptoms. One day your posture changes. Your balance feels a little less reliable. Getting out of a chair takes a little more effort. Stairs feel slightly harder. Not because you're getting old, because the muscles designed to keep you upright have slowly gone to sleep. And that's exactly why Shaolin warriors trained differently. Instead of chasing endless repetitions, they used powerful static holds to build deep strength, balance, and control. Strength that lasts. Strength that protects the body. Strength that keeps you moving well for decades. Today I'm going to show you 3 Shaolin-inspired isometric holds that can help rebuild real-world strength after 50. No equipment, no jumping, no joint-pounding workouts. But before we get into the first hold, there's something most fitness channels never explain. The body doesn't usually lose strength all at once. It loses connection first. That's the hidden problem. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to rebuild it. Let's start with the first hold. The glute bridge. Now I know what you're thinking. A bridge hold? Really? Stay with me, because this simple exercise may be the missing link behind weak legs, low back discomfort, poor balance, and slower movement. Most people assume their legs are getting weaker. But often the real problem starts at the hips. Your glutes are supposed to be some of the strongest muscles in your body. Every step you take, every time you stand up, every time you climb stairs, your glutes should be helping. But modern life has other plans. Years of sitting teach these muscles to become spectators instead of workers. And when that happens, the lower back starts compensating. The knees absorb more stress. Movement becomes inefficient. I once spoke to a man in his late 50s who thought his legs were simply aging. After a few weeks of focused glute work, he noticed something unexpected. His walking felt lighter. Not stronger. Lighter, as if his body had finally remembered how to move correctly. That's the power of reactivation. Here's how to perform the hold. Lie on your back. Bend your knees. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Tighten your stomach slightly. Drive through your heels. Lift your hips until your body forms a straight line. Then, hold. Squeeze the glutes hard. The goal isn't height, it's tension. If you feel your lower back working harder than your glutes, lower slightly and reset. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They chase position instead of muscle engagement. Start with 20 seconds for 3 rounds. Build towards 60 seconds over several weeks. And here's the interesting part. The improvement you'll notice first probably won't happen during workouts. It will happen during everyday life. Walking, standing, turning, moving. That's curiosity loop number 1. Because the second hold explains why. The prone cobra. This exercise targets one of the most neglected strength systems in the body. Your posture muscles. Take a look around any public place. You'll see the same pattern. Rounded shoulders, forward heads, collapsed upper backs. People think posture is a flexibility problem. It's not. That's the myth. Posture is primarily a strength and endurance problem. Your body falls forward because the muscles responsible for holding you upright are no longer strong enough to do their job. And here's something elite athletes understand. The body always returns to what it's strongest at. If you're strongest in a slouched position, that's where you'll live. The prone cobra changes that. Lie face down. Keep your legs straight. Lift your chest slightly. Pull your shoulders back and down. Raise your arms slightly away from the floor. Reach through your fingertips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then hold. Not high, not dramatic. Controlled, deliberate, strong, You should feel the muscles between your shoulder blades working, not your neck, not your lower back. If your neck starts straining, you're lifting too aggressively. Remember, this isn't about showing strength. It's about building it. Start with 15 to 20 seconds. Gradually work toward 45 seconds. Now here's the question. Why do people often look years younger after improving posture? It's not because their muscles got bigger. We'll come back to that in a moment. But first, the final hold. And arguably the most important one. The wall squat. The exercise that teaches your legs how to support you again. Many people over 50 make one of two mistakes. They either stop training their legs because their knees hurt, or they push through pain and make things worse. Neither works, because weak knees are often a symptom, not the root problem. The root problem is usually lost support, lost stability, lost muscular endurance. The wall squat rebuilds that foundation. Stand against a wall, walk your feet forward, slide down until your thighs are close to parallel. Keep your chest tall. Press your back gently into the wall. Then hold. You'll feel your thighs light up. That's normal. Sharp joint pain is not. If needed, stay higher. There is no prize for going lower too soon. The goal is control. 20 seconds for 3 rounds during week 1. Gradually build towards 60 seconds. And this is where something remarkable happens. Stairs stop feeling like a challenge. Standing becomes easier. Movement feels more dependable, not because you've become an athlete overnight, because you've rebuilt support. Now let's close the loops. Remember the lighter walking sensation from the first exercise? It happens because your body starts sharing work correctly again. The glutes help. The hips stabilize. The knees stop carrying the entire burden. And remember why better posture can make someone appear younger. Because posture changes how the entire body presents itself. Confidence, energy, strength, all become visible, without saying a word. This is what Shaolin training understood centuries ago. Real strength isn't about exhausting yourself. It's about building a body that supports you. A body that works with you. A body that stays capable. If your workouts aren't giving you that feeling right now, ask yourself why. Because discipline isn't measured by how tired you get. It's measured by what you're building. Most people spend years training muscles. Very few spend time rebuilding their foundation. The glutes, the posture muscles, the stabilizers around the knees, the muscles that determine whether you stay strong, balanced, and capable as the years pass. Start with the hold that feels hardest. That's usually where the weakness is hiding. Stay consistent. Stay patient. Trust the process. 3 weeks from now, you may notice stronger legs, better posture, more confidence in your movement. But the biggest change is something deeper. You'll feel connected to your body again. More stable, more capable, more alive. And after 50, that kind of strength is priceless.